All right, so I just tuned my brother's back. Next up is his daughter's. So this is a full suspension Giant. Heck yeah, let's do it. Let's turn on some lights. And what I do is I just tune up a bike from scratch just to show like how long it really takes. Now, if your life's in order, you know what I mean, you can do a lot in a little time. You know what I mean? A lot in a little time. But I like making jokes too. You know what I mean? Like if the first thing you're gonna do is start cleaning the bike, well, that's a sign that you might know. That's a sign that you might not know what you're doing. You know what I mean? That's all I'm getting at. That end of joke. Okay, holy Toledo! I don't know how these work. I guess you just push them in, like whew. Oh, I'm learning. I'm learning some cool stuff. I thought this was like a. You know what I mean? You know that lock, how you lock up a car? Yeah, I thought that's what this was, but it's just like a Yakima. I don't know. Okay, so I guess that goes somewhere, and then you can actually, you know what I mean? I guess that's exactly where it goes, and then you can grip your bike with like a Yakima, you know, bar rack or something. But anyway, we're just gonna get that out of the way. But yeah, this bike, and you know what I mean? You can do some things. You know what I mean? The first thing you might want to do is see where the seat is. So right on that zippity zip. Whoa, this is just a nubbin. Whoa, this is super dangerous. And it's all wallowed out too. Look, that's hella wallowed. They need it. That's crazy. Oh yeah, she's just gonna die. But, oh, that's so wallowed out. Look how short that is. Yeah, so that was good that I took that out. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're just trying to find whatever you can. See, but yeah, that ain't gonna. So we are. Holy hell! It's not the like I would. This was the thing I was just like, well, I always started with. You always start with the seat post clamp because that's what you're gonna do. Whoa! So it's just, and then there's like this extra supporter. Whoa, so they got a lot going on here. This is nuts, Ola. So we just need a bigger seat clamp. And I guess there's not much to, I mean, it's got at least got to go down to there. But holy hell, so you're just right on the end? Let's see what this is. Okay, I guess. But now you're telling me we got to get this lined up. I mean, I guess a lot of dirt can get down there, but screw that. We're just trying to get this puppy in place. Whoa. So there was nothing holding this thing in. So this clamps, I mean, that's insane. Okay, or was that has to go all the way down. This has to go all the way on. Okay, but, and then, so what we getting at here? Holy shoot. Our oiler is just all leaky. But this is such a cool tool. You know, this is WD-40, and it's just going to be the perfect amount. I don't have to smell it at all. You know what I mean? I can even just rub off the excess, and then I'm going to come and do it on the other side. So, I mean, if all you stayed for was this part of the video, hell yeah. This oiler, and I found them at a lot of different places. The auto parts store sell those little oilers. But just look, it's just amazing now. I mean, it just works. And so we're going to come in here. You know, I guess we could just grease this. I mean, but this should be properly greased. So hell yeah. This is real thick grease. I wouldn't buy it again. But I used it to pack some bearings on my trailer. So yeah, that's heavy duty axle grease. But yeah, now that runs really smooth. And the other thing you can do, you know what I mean? I mean, just if you don't need grease, but, well, maybe that was dumb. I don't know, but at least it cleans it. It's WD-40, so you're at least cleaning it. You're cleaning it at the same time as, making it, because yeah, that's the place where you can put a little bit of grease. So see how now it just moves so much nicer, and it's just easy to do. Okay, now that we got the seat out, there is some things that we can take care of. I'm gonna get these rags out of the way. So we can come in here, and well, here's our tool. We can just make sure that this is tight. And it is. Okay, perfect. And I'm sure it's pretty good on the saddle. You don't have to inspect every little thing. That's the other thing you do when you don't know what you're doing. You're just like, well, I'm sure there's something on the bike. And all it means is that there's something on the bike that you just don't know how to do. So you're just spending all your time on the stuff that, like, you're just doubling down on the stuff that you know how to do. That's all that joke is, you know what I mean? And that's when you start to just, the first thing you do is clean your bike. Well, that probably indicates that you really don't know kind of what to do. But you're just like, well, if it's clean, maybe it's tuned. Holy Toledo, don't want to break that frame. All right, hell yeah. So now with just a little bit of pressure, we can get this seat just aligned and then rock solid. And we can even get more on there. Yeah, this clamp's working great now. And I'm basically clamping up all that slop. Okay, so that's solid, even though it only goes in just like a little nubbin. And we're going to make it look nice. We're just going to get it just right in line. Everything's looking nice. And that looks good. Okay, so on this bike, that was a huge issue. This seat was just ready to fly off. You know, so at the end of the day, if a customer comes in, and you can just tackle something like that. But guess what? Look at that, look at that. So that might be the first thing we tackle. But we'll just run through the gears. And I really haven't taken this thing for a spin. I thought I did. All right, it goes all the way down. And then we're just gonna check to see its placement. All right, let's go all the way up. Okay, so it don't go up. So we're just gonna hit that right now. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you might as well just hit it. Like, because you never know. Maybe I just don't touch this bike ever. Okay, 100%, we got 18 minutes left. So what can we do in 18 minutes? All right, so that's high gear, low gear. Okay, so it is opposite. So we're gonna loosen this puppy. And that makes sense because this is nice and tight. And it won't go up into there. So check it out. So now when I do this, and I can push on it and see if it's actually moving. Okay, now I can just see if it kicked up. All right, kicked down, kicked up, and then it's not going into the gears. But yeah, we can maybe just go a little bit more. I mean, it's got a restrictor plate on it. So come down and then go up. And yeah, it's not pushing all the way in there. Yeah. So okay, so we did that. And the shifting feels real nice. Like, do I need to replace the cables? No. I mean, I could even just oil them. I don't know if I want oiling. Oiling stuff just gets everything crazy. But, okay. And that disc brakes works nice. Come in here. So this is what you can try to do. If we only got 18 minutes, we're just kind of doing the inspection. Just a hell of a long inspection. Now, I'm not good at this. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know. So we need to kind of look in there. And shoot, I can't see a darn thing. But we're looking on the disc brakes to see if there's pad life left. And we'll probably have to take it out of the wheel. Okay, so just to let us know. But we got to take it out to look at that. We're just going to come over here and see if this shifts at all. Okay, that goes down. And I can't go any more. So that's interesting. But maybe the same thing. Maybe this high-low screw is so we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down. Easiest way to figure out what's going on is, okay, get it there, and we're just gonna adjust this one. I think this side, I forget. But now you can kind of come in. No, you can't even see anything. So I'm gonna tighten it in. Okay, that did nothing. But check out this. I'm going to tighten it in. Okay, so that's that screw, and now we're going to loosen the crap out of this one. Just going to all the way out it, because now we're going to see if we can even get into this higher gear. Okay, so we can get up into there, and I can even push it off. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, well, then that's perfect. See how this high screw? So now if I screw it in, we're gonna see where it can't let me screw in anymore. Okay, right there. So actually, I can get it pretty far. So yeah, that thing just wasn't doing anything anyway, and we need to get more clicks. Oh, you know what could be crazy? We're just gonna tighten this. Okay, so that's already tight, and check this out. We're literally, I bet you this is the case. They just put this on too tight. So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna loosen this, and perfect. And now we're gonna see if we can click down. Okay, one click. Okay, but that's it. So we're just gonna come in here, and you got one click on that, and you don't got another click. And I'm pulling it all the way down. So you got one click, but not another click. So that second click is just not there. But this cable is real tight anyway. So this is one that we would want to replace. And it crosses up, it goes down the middle to that little thing. That little loop is crazy, but I guess you have to have it crazy. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this might be another thing you can just do in like 2 seconds. You're gonna come in here, you're gonna loosen this up, just enough to flip it up. And I guess, well, I can move it this way. Okay, so I got it flipped up. I'm gonna come in here and just tighten it, because we're all flipped up. Get my oiler. And here you go. So we got this. We can only do one click there. And I guess here, I'm just gonna grab some of this cable. So one click, that's it. Okay, so we're just gonna come in here and just get some, yeah, pretend like you're watching The Wizard of Oz, you know what I mean? This is like 12 minutes, and this is all you can handle, just to the oil scene. Once you see the oil scene, you're like, my God, can we just watch something else? But yeah, that's a pretty good scene though, yeah. It's just a long movie. It's just scary long. Like, The Witch isn't scary. Well, The Witch scared the crap out of me, but the length of the movie was just like, I feel trapped in this movie. You know what I mean? It's too long. It's like 3 hours for a kid. Okay. Now, I feel like, no, we might be doing something. You know, we can just try to get some oil in there. I don't know. You know. But I'm not getting any more clicks. Maybe this is just a shifter that only has 2 clicks. I don't know. Man, should I take this apart? I don't want to. I just want to keep just oil in it. And usually what you do is you come in with a, you know, get a lot of spray. Do we have even any oil more left in here? No, we're kind of done on the oil side, so this thing isn't full. So let's show this audience how to fill it up with WD-40. And it's pretty simple. It's a pretty little well. Yeah, you basically come in here. Don't lose that. But yeah, and it's not too big of a deal. You just kind of, whoa, kind of spray it down, get rid of the bubbles. All right, that's too much. And but that's all you got to do. Put it back on. Oh yeah, that thing's full. Yeah, it was already full. It fills up like champagne. Basically, once the bubble's to the top, you got plenty. It's at least a quarter full. Okay, that puppy is full. All right, so yeah, let's just keep oiling this thing. I just don't want to. I haven't smelled the WD-40 because it's just penetrating. You know, it's just going in, and I don't really smell it. It's not working. I mean, I haven't got that last click to work, but it seems to be working a little better. Ah, shoot, we're gonna do it. I don't want to, but I guess, man, you should never take apart these things. I swear. They're not designed to come apart, but this one looks like it's designed to come apart. You know, how messed up could we get it? Well, let's get it back to the first click. I think that's where you need it. And let's see if we can get that pawl to work. I'm just opening it up because I kind of want to see how these work. I love to see how this stuff works. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I just spun that off a whole bunch. All right, I spun that off a whole bunch. And I spun that off a whole bunch. Holy Toledo, moment of truth. Okay, so we're just going to go slow as. And, okay, the cable's still connected to it. But we can get in there maybe just with a lot of oil. I don't know. So I can maybe just tip it up like that. And I can just start oiling just everything. And now this oil I can just leave in there. And shoot, my food's ready. But hopefully that did the trick. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't just ruin the whole thing. But that's so much better than just spraying the crap out of it. And maybe it will just chock full of dust, you know what I mean, for the next year or so. But I don't know. I think that just in time that WD-40 is going to dry out, and then the residue of the oil is going to stay behind. And this thing's pretty sealed up anyway. But man, if we can get that extra click, I'll be super happy. But else I could just take this whole thing off, put it in a parts washer. That's the thing to do. Well, it's just plastic. You don't want to just parts wash the crap out of it. Okay, those are plenty tight. I don't know why I'm over tightening that. Okay, let's see. Do we get another click? One click. One click. I feel like this thing only has 2 clicks. Now, if that's the case, I'm just going to feel real dumb. But this thing is just going to last a long time because, no, we got 3 clicks. It should click 3 times. But it doesn't. It can't click in that next one. So, click down. Can't get it. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to... Well, I think we're out of juice anyway. Yeah, we only got 7 minutes left. My food's done. Well, I don't think my food's done. I think I got the 7 minutes. So, let's do this. And, I got more derailleur. I got more shift cable, don't I? Yes. I got more shift cable. So, we can just go for it. So, we're going to cut that right there. And, here we go. We're going to basically take that out. And yeah, I'm just going to cut it right there. And okay, we have to unscrew this. Now be careful with this little rubber thing. This little rubber thing, it's like a... You know what I mean? So you unscrew it, but man, it's got the weakest threads because they're just rubber. So just go real easy, and it's real fast threads. And things that I'm gonna not put back on the back go right there. That just won't go back on the back. I'll just, you know, that's the between that thing and a rubber boot on the V brakes. Those are just like the most impossible things to figure out how to get back on a bike. Okay, so roll this out. Oh, my food's just like, hey, I'm burning up in the oven. Maybe I should go check it. At least check it. See how much time I have left. And then you'll see some roasted vegetables. Alright, don't want to get any oil on my food. I'm not going to remember those. Alright, we got rice on. We got roasted vegetables. We're going to make some soup. Oh, life is super good. Oh, hell yeah, that's done. We're going to turn that off. And it is like one of my first times making rice on the stove. Man, I don't think that's done at all. Shoot. But, so we'll just kick this up a notch. I don't know. Like, this is like all day rice. I put it on low. Put the right amount of water in, but whoa. Maybe just turn it up just a little bit. Okay, we only got 7 minutes left, and we want to get this shifter to work. If I can just get that, what the heck? Why is that thing beeping at me? It's this right here. Okay, I have 7 minutes to get this shifter to work. And if I can get it, I don't even care if my time runs out and you don't see. Because on the flip side, I will definitely let you know if I can get this thing to click another click. I gotta make sure it doesn't just blow up on me. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna get it let's see, we're gonna loosen it all the way up. Oh no, I can't go over there too much, but I can flatten it out, tighten it, and now we're gonna see which one's stuck. Okay, that one. So we're just gonna pull it off. Okay, perfect. So now we got this thing pulled off. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think those are gonna fall out. Okay, yep, those fell out, but that's all right. So now you got pawls in here. All a pawl is like a catch. Okay, so that's where the cable goes through, and the cable pulls, and so you're pulling the cable once, and then you're pulling the cable again twice, but it don't pull twice, and then you're unsnapping it. I just don't know why it's not pulling the cable twice. So we're gonna see how this works. Oh, that pawl right there. See, okay, so there you go. It pulled twice, and then we snap. So now we want 2 clicks. So that clicked right there, and then that clicked right there. Okay, perfect. So now it just magically works. We got both clicks. But it didn't work before. And see how that works? It clicks over once, and it clicks over twice, and it's working real good. Clicks up and back. So just taking it apart, that worked great. So now we're just going to put it back together. I forget how it went, but look at that. It goes pretty easy. And that's amazing, because I think my time is still going on the camera, and we're... oh, do I have my mirror in here? It shows that my time's still going. We'll just see. Hell yeah, we're still filming, and we got 2 minutes left. Okay, let's get this thing in there. We got 2 minutes to show you that this thing's gonna work. Okay, get it all tight. But maybe these things were too tight. I don't know. It was like interfering. But I only have 2 minutes on this SD card. I've just been filling it up. I've been tuning bikes for just like hours a day. Been making a little money, so that's helpful. Making the ends meet, I guess. Okay, and I'm just not gonna tighten those down. Just snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, let's do it. 1 click, 2 click, click, 1 click, 2 click, click. Okay, hell yeah, we're in business, baby. So we're gonna get that back into its upright position, and even just that's a video in itself. So hell yeah, just get it right back where it was, tighten her down. How much time do we have? We have a whole minute. So we're just going to get all the oil off of it. And I'm sure there's still oil in there. But basically, man, we should just start doing it. Now this is derailleur cable, and it's not kinked, and so just start throwing it in there. But you have to have your hole, so it can't be there. It's got to be at the loosest. There you go. And so you thread it through, you pop it in the slot. Just don't. Okay, so now see, it pulls 1 2 1 2. Hell yeah. Let's get this back in there, and we're basically at square one. And I didn't forget this little thing. But just go real easy putting it back in. Because, okay. Whoa, that got stuck. And then we'll, we could even use the same housing. Okay, we only got 24 seconds left. But yeah, we could literally use the same housing. So if we only have 24 seconds, I'm definitely not going to get it in, but just check the housing. Like, is that just god-awful? Well, I don't know. So all you got to do is just take the housing and put it in the new cable. Maybe the cable was awful. And, I'm just kinking the housing. But that's fine. Take off the ends, and I probably ran out of juice. But yeah, I'm going to get new housing, but this is decent. And guess what? That's a video. All right, we're on a roll. Let's keep going. All right, throw the hat over there. And we're going to keep tuning away. Get my angle a little bit better. And so we have this new cable in. And we're just gonna thread it. You know what I mean? And replace it all. See how much friction's in that thing? Holy hell. I mean, there's just so much friction. And look, we can see kind of where the friction's coming from. It's kind of all getting bunched up. You know, if we could... I don't know, because like this was in here and then in the middle one. And I guess that's as good as we can get it. There's nothing over here. And so what I'm thinking is, you know what I mean? Couldn't we, let's just get this out of here. Let's just get this out of here. So could we... No, I don't think we can. I don't think we can come in and go like from here to anywhere rational. But I guess we could come out here like this and then just right there. See, we can reroute the cable. Look at that. It's all droopy and like dumb. But look, it's going that direction and then it's coming up and around. And then it's just perfect, right? To there. Because this is what we want to fix. Why the hell have this go way over there? That's so, like, I don't even think it was intended to do that. I think it just got, you know, from the manufacturer. They're like, well, let's just do that. Look how awful, look how pinched up that is. I can't even pull this front derailleur through. No wonder the pawl didn't work, because the second you're pulling more tension than you can get, you're just going to screw those little mechanisms over. But yeah, so I'm loving this. You know what I mean? McDonald's right here, sponsored by McDonald's, because we're going to put that right there and that right there. And then I even got the old bummer cable in here. And we're going to see... No, but look at it. It's done. That's like a giraffe. You know what I mean? So this, look at that. Look at that. We can just come in here and do something real simple. And then so here, if you want to... if you want to do yourself a favor, well, don't mess with this cable. You know what I mean? Don't crank it up. But you're going to come in here and you're just going to just lop off. Maybe I lopped off too much and I messed up. But I was just going for it. And, oh, see, that's where the crank is. Look at that. So anyway, you're going to come in here with that. And then you're going to come in there with that. And look at that. That's just a lot better. So we can get away with that. We can do a cable just as short as that. And then so let's do it. Yeah. Okay, and I think the best way to round that out is just like just doing. If I say that another time, I'm just gonna throw up. I need to use words that aren't so simple. Okay. I mean, simple words, but just don't repeat yourself. Nice. Dental tool. I mean, that's what you got to do. You just got to use one-word words, where the whole word is a sentence. You're like, hit me up, because I need my dental tool. Now, all our stuff is just a little... I can't wait till this just falls off. We'll put our grease there. You know, that's as good as lost. And, hey, there's more grease. Yeah, we don't need those. But what we do need is our what's over here? You know, not much. What's over here? Yeah, we just have a nightmare going on, and that's all right. I'm okay with it. Oh, whoa. Yeah. I already have a ton of these ferrules. Thank God. I was just like, I thought I already bought like a huge amount, and I couldn't figure it out. Well, there you go. So just in the process of being disorganized, and look at that. If that's not, you know what I mean? I've been going to this Bible study, and they're just like, well, you know, when is God going to show up in your life? Well, just right there. You know, and then the atheists, that I studied and followed for the last 3 years, they'd be just like, well, that's coincidence. But actually, I'm right in between. I swear. Even just having this just a little bit out of place, you know, it's like the material world. It's the only way you can communicate. You know what I mean? And if you live your life like as maybe, you know what I mean, there's something, you know what I mean? Like I'm just a little robot doing this thing. And if you are a robot, we're basically gonna create AI. And okay, so that's just smooth as buttery butter. But we need to figure out, you know, the length of this. So we're gonna come in. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting too nitpicky. But you can just cut this all day long just until you get the perfect piece. Get the perfect piece. And now we're going to just slide that in there. And so that's going to go this way. And it's just going to be down like that. And then it's going to come in like that. So it's a little bit... Now, tell me what's another word for that I can just use. It's not just the word dumb all the time. You know, you just can't call everything dumb. But maybe on top is a little bit... less dumb. Okay. And then hey, we can do a pretty nope, that's going to be, we need to go a little bit looser because you got to go to there. You got to be able to make that without the cable just saying screw you, you know what I mean? Because that's you know, even that much. So this cable is going to be over here. And if our bars get all the way around in a circle, well, at some point the cable is just going to break. But hey, look at that. And it looks pretty good that way. You know, it doesn't look crazy awful. That's all we're going for. And a little bit longer helps the bike mechanic on the other side of the fence. You know what I mean? They're just like, wow, you know, I can always cut these cables down and reuse. But we found that there was too much friction going. You know, you already had a problem. And then so you're already just introducing just hella friction. And, oh, this is fun. I love that game. Just popping these things out. It feels like Mexican jumping beans or something. I feel like I'm going to make a bike beanstalk. Hey, one of the art pieces in town is basically just like a bike beanstalk. Enough said. You know, I can't just be making myself a fool, because I did some art too, and yeah, I don't care. Like, I actually did an art for a building, and it was amazing. Like, the whole town loves it. But guess what? I guess I just didn't check in with the actual owners, just the manager of the building. But the actual owners, yeah, they hated it. They were just like, whoa, this is not what we intended. You know what I mean? Our investment to entail. And I was just ready to give up, you know what I mean? It's like, well, you know, at the end of the day, it's not my building, it's your building. So, you know, I'll find a spot for this cool piece of art somewhere else, I guess. I mean, I just did it for free. So, because I did it for free, hell yeah, I'm going to be talking about that. That's a great story. You kidding me? You spend 6 months of your life, 8 months of your life doing a free piece of art, just grinding 40 hours a week, just chiseling by hand, basically doing an eye sculpture out of steel, you know what I mean, of the whole city of New York that I really didn't capture well in a YouTube video. My friend's like, that was the dumbest YouTube video, because are you serious? This is the same thing? It's like, I know you took pictures of it, but it looked dumb, and just up front is just like, whoa, this is the most amazing thing. Like, he's basically, wait, what happened here? How did that get so much longer? Now, but maybe I like it. You know, it's not the fact that it's super long. That's fine right there. I mean, look how droopy that is. There you go. Replace the word dumb with droopy. It just looks droopy. Okay. And now we're gonna, okay, so this is in its perfect spot. And get this. So as long as you tighten this barrel, you'll be able to loosen it just like hella. So yeah, you have like a whole centimeter of loosening up on this. All right, so when you come in here, and we can just do one more check. We're just gonna toss that over, get off my greasy hand, and shoot. We're gonna get this in the highest, because this cable is gonna be all the way over there. You just don't want it hitting on there. Okay, but now with this thing, This is going to help us out a huge amount, because if I just go loosey-goosey and then tighten this, well, all the slack in the system is going to make this go, you're going to do your first click and it's just going to be mushy. It's just not going to move. So one way to do it is we're going to come over here and we're just going to tighten it. So I'm just going to lift it so this screw goes easier. See how I did that? So I don't know. I think at the end of the day, you just go so it's touching. I'm just going to use that as my litmus test. Go till it's touching. And, you got to have some ways to make it make sense. And I think that's a good one. But once we get this cable tight in there, then we can loosen that back up, and it's going to set the tension. And hopefully it's still on the looser side, because we have this barrel adjuster. We can undo this barrel to tighten the cable. I hope you get what I'm saying. And I gotta thread this through. It's got a little catch on it, which actually makes my life real easy. So I can almost end this thing and bottom it out, and then just stick the cable through. So that's a real good design. I like that design. Okay, now the cable's going through. Now I'm just taking my time. No kinks, no whammies. And so there you go. And now just on the bottom here, I'm just gonna, take my hand, wrap it once. But now I don't need to pull tight. That was the whole point. It was just like I'm barely pulling, because now there you go. And I got that in there. And now I'm gonna back off this tensioner, and we're just hoping. We're just hoping and praying that we're just gonna back this off as much as possible. And we hope we're in the perfect spot. And look at that. I think we are. And this cable is going to stretch out over the course of whatever. But now we're going to get this screw back to where it's just moving. Because there's no reason to have this set screw. Okay, now it's off. It's not doing anything. But now you can get it so where it's just pushing in, and then back it off. But you don't want to back it off all the way to be like, just confusing the next bike mechanic. Okay, but don't forget to tighten this, especially if you're going to try it out. There's a lot of tension on these cables when you use the little pawls to pull this derailleur over. And I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go, yeah, and I shouldn't, because if it's not in the right spot, but there you go. One click, and we're just good to go. And that's not rubbing. Well, it's kind of rubbing, just barely. So maybe it was too much, but hell, there you go. We're up in that last gear. And see, even this, we're not pushing it all the way off. So this high screw, that one is fairly decent. Now, I don't know, can we get it to get pushed off? I don't know. There you go. Yeah, so it was a little bit high. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So we're just going to get it back. Don't want to lose my finger. Holy Toledo. All right, we're going to get it back on. And if you don't know how these work, see how I can just keep pushing it? Well, that's crazy. So you come in here, you wanna tighten this up, but I would take off the tension, and now you can tighten it real easy. And now we're gonna double click up, and yeah, I can barely get it up there. So we're gonna loosen it. And now can I double? Now see, so I got it up here, but I can't click it too much farther. Okay, so that should do it. And we're gonna, yeah, so it clicks up there, but it doesn't just like fly off. It doesn't go any farther. See, I push on this and it's not going, because that set screw keeping it. And you can just put tons of pressure on your cable. I mean, the pressure's still on that pawl, but this thing is just locked out with that screw. Does that make sense? Like, I physically can't push this because of that screw. But yes, I can put plenty of tension on this cable. It's, you know what I mean? So that's how you ruin your pawls. But there you go. You got up there, and you're down. And for the most part, these things are just set and forget. You know what I mean? Just as long as it's doing its thing and it's fairly straight. But your front derailleur, sure. You don't want to be rubbing over here, because this is the gear you're going to be in, nice and high. But, you know what I mean? This is the dumbest gear. This is cross chain. So we hope we're rubbing, because that's an indication that don't be in that gear. Okay, now we're not rubbing. But now we're gonna be in this high gear, and hopefully we can just jump down real easy. Sure, and we can jump up real easy. And now we're gonna be somewhere in the middle, you know, and see if we can still get up there. It's cross-chaining, but we can still get up there. So now we're gonna come over here, and then we'll see if we get down. Hell yeah. So we can still get down on that. And hey, it's rubbing on this side. Perfect. Because over here, it's almost rubbing, well, not quite, not rubbing there. But it's kind of rubbing here. But that's fine. You shouldn't be in that gear. You should be in the middle ones. You know what I mean? Middle here, middle there. You get up into your granny gear here, well, pop down, pop down. You know, use your first gears there. But man, this is just amazing. New cable in there. And I think I forgot to do that on my brother's bike. And I charged him like buco bucks. Well, $100 to do a full tune and totally overhaul his shock. So that was an incredible deal. But I forgot to put new cable and housing in his front derailleur, and his is the same way. It felt awful, and this thing is just butter smooth now. Okay, so we got to work on that cassette, because maybe we can even get one from the bike shop. I don't mind, as long as it's not going to break the bank, I don't mind getting one. But we'll see. Okay, but we just adjusted the front derailleur, and we kind of did things opposite, because we want to make sure... Oh, let's get this down. And we're not quite done with that front derailleur. And what's going on there? Something's going on there. Oh, it's just the derailleur adjustment. It's too high, so we're gonna screw this in. And see, if you can't screw it, loosen the cable, and then you should be able to. Oh. I can't get any less adjustment there, so we're gonna tighten this. Whoa. Okay, so this is fully tight too. So that cable is just screaming tight. And so anyway, that's interesting. So you can't even adjust this. They didn't leave any adjustment in there. So I like to have it nice and tight so you can loosen these barrel adjusters to give it more tension. But this thing's already fully tensioned. And it needs to be a little bit looser, it looks like. But what we're gonna do here, two things. We gotta snip and snap that. Shoot. Should we just come in real short on this? What should we do with this cable? Where should we put it? Should we put it just right down there and give it the old snip? Should we just do it right there? I don't like this at all. But if you do it a little bit lower, maybe it'll just be naturally out of the way. It won't get hit on the tire itself. Man, I didn't like that one at all. I don't like where that's located. We're gonna come over here and grab a nipple. So we already got two needle nose pliers out and we're losing them. Okay, here's one pair. So we're still, okay, shoot. I don't like this. So I think it's a righty-tighty. Get those, that was the whole thing. I didn't want this to get frayed. It's just in a horrible spot. There's no good way about doing this. But there is a correct way to put on a nipple to make sure it's just 100% permanent. You got to put a little pressure on, make sure you're down in there. And just needle nose pliers, pinch up way high, give it a lot of juice, okay? And then I just go over just a little bit, you know what I mean? You don't want to crimp the end of that thing because you'll just ruin it. You know, you'll just pop a hole in it. But anyway, so I like to crimp kind of low. And there you go. Got it the extra crimp. That's out of the way. Hopefully that's permanently out of the... It don't look like it's permanently out. Looks like it's going to get caught in everything. Okay, more grease. Put that right there with the grease. Okay, but that's out of the way. That wasn't what we were going to tackle. What I was getting at was like, we already adjusted the front derailleur, but shoot, this thing might not even be on here. So it moved a little bit, but not much. Okay, so I tightened that up just a little bit. I'm not just going to reef on it because I don't want to readjust the front derailleur. And we'll see why that makes sense in a second. See, even this one, yeah, I can tighten it up. But now I just tightened this up a smidge. So that means it's going to be a smidge. So if I go into this gear, hey, I'm going to have a smidge more room. But guess what? That means the opposite. So if I go up here, it's going to be rubbing a little bit more. Here, hey, it's not rubbing. And great, I will have a smidge more room. So that's good. So actually that worked out great. Okay, we're gonna get this in the middle. We're gonna get this all the way down here. We gotta check the chain. And I think this chain I thought was good to go. So here's our chain checker tool. And we'll just check it and get this tool right back. So we don't want to damage this tool. It's not very expensive. I don't know. I always like to, you know, this is the time you're gonna put on a new chain for the new year. It's at 75%. So yeah, maybe it's good. And I don't know. I think you just replace it though. It looks haggard. It looks like it hasn't seen a new chain. Now, you know what I mean? Maybe it just hasn't been ridden a lot. Okay, but enough said. We got to get this disc brake out, and we got to make sure not to squeeze the lever. So I'm going to do something cool. You know what I mean? Because I'm not that smart. I'm just going to go grab that lever. So I'm going to make myself a little tool. Look at this. I hope I'm not going to damage anything. It looks like I'm going to damage something. But if I come in here and then put this right there on the lever, that means I can't squeeze it. And it looks like I'm breaking the lever. I really don't like this, but well, let's just squash this down a couple times. Man, tennis balls are pretty firm. Okay, we squashed it down a couple times. Now it's kind of squashed. And now we're going to come in here and do that same thing. I don't know, dumb idea. But there you go. You got a tennis ball right there. I can't squeeze it. And now we're going to, actually we got to do this just a little bit. Open up this lever. Hey, but since we're already here, we're going to grab our oiler. You know what I mean? just a dab will do. There you go. I mean, that's more than a dab. But man, you work that in, a little WD-40, it's just going to work so much better. And then here's the other thing. I mean, this gets a little bit too crazy, but you just hit there with a little bit of grease and then squish it in. You know, so just the grease is getting exactly where it needs to be. You know what I mean? Same on that thing. Well, we don't want to undo that. And that's all pretty good. But no, let's do it. I mean, that's the stuff that I really like. And that's the stuff that's going to make better videos. Like, you're going to be like, whoa, never thought of that. Never thought that I would just put grease right there. Just put grease right there and there. Just a little bit. And that's all you need. Just a dab will do. Open it up, and then that greases that rubber. You know what I mean? So that rubber is just nice and fresh. And that'll condition it. You know, condition your skin, condition your back. Okay, so perfect. So we're gonna drop this out. There you go, there you go. All right, so now, perfect. So now that that's out, we can come in here and see what we got going on. And it's nice to have a bike stand, man. You can just get in any angle, because we're just gonna see pad. Look at all that pad that you have left. So I think you got plenty of pad left. It doesn't have any markers of like when it's just toast. But yeah, this bike hasn't been ridden very much. And I'm gonna say plenty of pad life. You know what I mean? If those things were, and look, there's no room for anything else except the disc brake. I'm surprised there's even clearance just for the disc brake. So we're looking good there. And put that away. Now we really got to tackle this wheel. I just got to make sure I'm still filming. Yeah, plenty of battery. 20 minutes in. That was a great 20 minutes, because we finished this front derailleur. We got that all. Now at the end of the day, this was like, the other way to do this is you just undo that. That's your biggest opening to this whole front chamber, you know, where all the pawls and all the, so then you just come in here with your WD-40, you put a rag over here and you just squirt the hell out of it, and then take an aerosol gun and then just spray it all out. But all that stuff goes into the atmosphere, and it's too much for me to handle. And so that's the other method. So I liked my method because I don't smell any WD-40. I don't want to be breathing aerosol WD-40. All right, lever on left. That looks well greased, but we'll just put it over here. Parts on a rag is always a pretty good motto. Get the grease off your hands. And I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I was thinking that I want to come in here with the star bit just to make sure that these aren't loose. But what the hell? Like this is like the last thing that loosens up on your whole bike. Like the two things that friggin' never loosen are these things and disc brakes. Like for, you know, there's no oil on these. There's hella Loctite, and I've never seen one loosen. Now, it's a good idea to check it, because if it's loose, we'll tighten them. But yeah. Those things are just fine. But, okay, cones are coming off. Holy. Oh, shoot. No. That's all steel anyway. Oh, interesting. So we got to see what we're up against. Okay, there's a little bit of play in the hub. But this thing can just come off with my hand. I swear, I just stick this in here, and I bet you I can just... Let's see if I can just hold the tension, and we're going to see if we can loosen this thing. No, I can't. I can't do that, but... So wait, whoa. So why is this thing just loose as hell? So this whole thing is just back and forth loose. Oh, the whole hub. Oh, this isn't tight. Okay, that's all. So we're gonna come in here. Okay, that's fine. We can do that later. But yeah. We'll just tighten. This whole hub was just loosening up. But this wheel is so nice. Rhinolite with a what type of hub? Probably just a Rhinolite hub. I don't know. Just like a Shimano hub or something. Okay. So we're gonna come in here. We gotta loosen this. So you're gonna do this, and you want the V, the flying V. You know what I mean? Mighty Ducks. You know, if this thing's really on here, you need the flying V. So you come in here, and I think you should set this. Now, if you go like at an angle all the way across, sometimes that's a lot better than just going on one of them. But you got to do it the other way. You got to do it right. But see how I don't know. See how you can just go all the way. All right, back at it. Okay. So we got grease on that. That's going to tighten down nice. I think we need a 17 and a 15. So we're just going to see if that's the 15. Let's see. What's this? Okay, so we got a 15 there, and so we need like a 17. Or holy Toledo, that's like a 19. Ah, damn. All these specialized tools, because that's why I made these. These are like 22s, because yeah, they're all getting crazy now. That's why you make your own out of a chunk of steel. But this is like 22 or 20, yeah, 22s. Yeah, I don't have a 19, and that's real crazy in there too. It's a small wrench, but okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is pretty cool. We can probably make one. So you come here, you get this little tool, loosen it up, zero it out, get it to millimeters. This is the best tool in the shop, because you're like, instead of looking for what wrench this is, we're just gonna measure it up. Okay, yeah, it's 19. Okay, so now we're gonna come over here, and I only have real nice 19s. I haven't gone to the you know what I mean? Hey, that's a Pittsburgh, Evercraft, Husky. You know what I mean? Those are my 19s. I only have two 19s. How about this one? Hey, there you go. That's going to be pretty close. Okay, hell yeah. Well, that's going to be just right, because look at this, just a chunk of steel. All I have to do is just widen it out, and we're going to be good to go. So I'm going to come into my SAE just to make sure. No, I don't think I have anything over here that's going to... Hey, look at that. Look at that. There's another one that just works, because 3/4 is 19. So there you go. You got a 3/4 there. So I got two options. I can either flatten this thing. I can either flatten this, or I can widen it. Let's go out to the shop. Let's get a respirator on. I really don't want to breathe this, and I don't think I can do it in one breath. But we're gonna find out. So it's just nice to have an angle grinder. Angle grinder is the best tool, and outside. You have to have outside because you don't want to be breathing this stuff. And I don't want to ruin my wheels, so we got to get this kind of far away. All right, get the angle grinder. And if we want to do this safely, so this is the best one. This is our best option. So we might as well just do that. It is nice to have some of these tools. You know, this is even just Harbor Freight, but you come in here and you loosen it. It's just a vice grip. But just within instance, you can be, all right, we're all locked down there. And here we go. Whew, you don't want to breathe that stuff. All right, I have my respirator on, but I still kind of hold my breath a little bit. Man, all right, we got it though. That's so cool. So now we have a 19. I should have marked on here, but I'll remember. I'll throw it in there. Okay, so we're gonna come in with our 19, and this is gonna give us plenty of room to get our 15 in there. And that's a 16. So we got to come in, get our 15 in there. And that's probably the buggered one. Man, where's the good one? We don't have very good ones. That's why if we go to the bike shop, we'll go get another 15. Because our 15s are just haggard. But maybe that is a 16. Are you kidding? It's not a 15? Well, oh, there's a 15. Oh, hell yeah, we've had it all along. And this isn't even a 15, it's a 16. So I don't need to go to the bike shop to get anything else. And we're gonna tighten this puppy down. Okay, so now that this is tight, we'll come in back with our 15 or 16 right on there, and then we're gonna come over here with the oh shoot. I guess I have to use, what is this? No, that is a 15. Well, shoot, I only have one 16, but I do have a 15. But guess what? I made the 19. So even though I don't want to come in here on this side, it's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah. So now I'm just going to tighten this up against there. And we're going to get some decent pressure. And it doesn't make the wheel... No, I think it does. I think that makes the wheel rough as hell. Yeah, you don't want all that pressure. I don't get it. I don't get that this doesn't have a lock on it. But yeah, we need to loosen it up just a little bit. It's too much. So now it's fully loose. Okay, so now that's fully loose. And it spins free. So we just needed barely any tension on it, I guess. I don't know. I don't like it at all. I don't get why this doesn't have a lock ring on it. I honestly don't. I don't understand why that doesn't have a lock. That thing's getting all wonky. Okay, I want to put more pressure on it, but I don't either, you know what I mean? But maybe it is. Maybe it's designed, okay, maybe this is designed just to be tightened down. You have to. You have to be able to just tighten down this side, else it's a dumb design. Because what else is holding it on? I mean, it has to be able to hold that pressure somehow, and you actually have to have a decent enough pressure so that this thing stays together. Okay, so there you go. Final answer. I'm putting pretty decent pressure on this side. It's confusing, but there you go. So that's nice and tight on that side. Come back to here. Woof. This is a tough table because you got to go at an angle. But that's all right. That's all right. So we'll get our 16 in, get our 19 in, and now we're just going to... Oh, shoot. Wrong way. We're going to really tighten that up. And hopefully that thing's still rocket tight. I don't like it, but at the end of the day, I think I did good. I think I did good. And we're going to throw this back on there. I mean, I guess it's your one chance to get any debris on the back of this. This is the other thing. Is like, I don't think it's worth it. It's just going to get more dirt back here. Okay, enough said. So we're going to come in here. We're going to find how this goes. Holy Toledo. There is no... Oh, there you go. There's your one. But on this side, is there a wide chunk? There's the wide chunk. Okay, there's the wide chunk. And over here, there's your wide chunk. There's your wide chunk. It's pretty deceptive because it's not much. But there you go. So we're going to just drop that in there. We got the wide chunk and the wide chunk. And it should slide right on. Okay, next piece. You already have your spacer here. So you're just looking for the wide chunk. And since we can clean this one, we will. Now, you know, you could parts wash this. This would be where you take it to a parts washer. But, man, you just have to have a lot of aerosol to get rid of all that stuff. And it's not that big of a deal. I don't think so. Maybe it is. All that grease. Yeah, it is a deal. And I just don't have it in my system to take this to parts wash it. I just don't. Okay, and then you got two more. But yeah, look at that. This is gnarly. This is Gnartown, USA. Okay, where is the coat hanger? There's a piece of coat hanger here. This isn't the tool I wanted, but yeah, we're just gonna come in here and see how much dirt is in there. Wow, that thing is caked. So this is a great time to get that out of there. This gear is just caked in there. It was in a little like sine wave, you know, from the chain maybe going just up and over it. But I've never seen so much goo in between two chain rings. Oh, whoa. Yeah, there's so much goo between those two chain rings that were just like stuck together. Fair enough. Let's go back and get our dental tool. Wow, look at that. That is tartar. Okay, we're going to do tartar control today. There you go. Just to feel like it did. That's the only way to get this stuff off of here. It is just so on here. You know what I mean? It's just like tartar. You know what I mean? It's the teeth of your back. And it needs cleaning. Now, you can use a parts washer, but still, like, this stuff don't come off. It's not just like sugar and honey where you just put some water on it and you just expect it to dissolve. I mean, this is like, you know, dinosaur snot. I mean, it is literally petrol products that are just hardened into a clay. All right, but we're doing good. We're getting all that out of there. I think we cleaned around there pretty decent. Good enough. At the end of the day, that was, like, that's all you got to do is just good enough. I mean, it's just going to get greasier. Like, why take it to the shiniest new bike feel when you don't need to? So we need the widest, and there you go. And then one more. There's the wide one. Sweet dig. Sweet dig. Holy Toledo. And then you just need to get some grease in there. Man, oh, this thing is just a mess. So we're just going to go around quickly and then kind of degrease the top. It's still got enough grease in there. Come in here, straighten out the back, else I'm just going to hurt myself. Okay, so that's going to be hopefully tightening on. I don't think it caught any threads. There you go. So catch the threads, get that on there, double inspect that it's just, yeah, nice and snug. So it wasn't the cassette that was loose, it was the hub that was loose because it's a bizarre design. It just makes no logical sense to do it that way. But yeah, you just run out of space to actually put things with these hubs, and I don't know. I don't know why there's just not another lock ring on that other side. But I get it. It's not a cone. It's not a cone, and it's not cone bearings. Okay, we're going to get this on here nice and snug. Nope, we're done. We're done. Okay, and yeah, let's dental tool some of this junk off. I don't know. I mean, I think we're pretty good. Like, I'm satisfied. You're not going to get it all off anyway. Okay, so there you go. We're gonna go lever on left. And it's greased enough on this side. I'm satisfied. Almost need another rag. Get another rag. Yeah. Clean the hands. But yeah, I can. Let's do it. Let's just do just a little bit. So we're gonna come in here and see if we can. You know, use the grease from one to clean the other. Okay, I'm satisfied. Heck yeah, so that looks good. All right, that's going. But like I said, you know, so we're just gonna get a fresh rag. We're gonna get some alcohol, because we probably touched this rotor a hell of a lot. I mean, we didn't try to, but even that, the rotor might be dirty and you just clean it. It's always good to clean your rotors. Whoops. Just don't bend your rotors. Okay, so that's plenty of alcohol. We'll go to a clean side, and there you go. Okay, and if my braking power sucks, then I'll come in with some sandpaper and rough it up, or if it's squeaky, but I don't think it is. All right, this is your one opportunity. Get a little bit of alcohol in there. I don't want to breathe too much of this alcohol, but man, that's just a greasy one. So come in here with your clean one, and yeah, I don't know, a little bit of alcohol. Yeah, we don't have to go crazy, but just get the spots where you can't clean otherwise. So just right in there. And it makes you think about cleaning to where's our cool tool? There you go. Having a wide flat blade is nice because you can come in here on these rubber and see if there's any debris. Hell yeah, on this side, there's tons of stuff. Look at that. You got a whole tree. I think that's a pine needle. Same here over here. Yeah, it's just so much crud. Yeah, it's the most satisfying part of my day. You just know you're doing something. It's the only place to clean. If you're going to clean a bike, clean those two. And water ain't going to get that off. So at the end of the day, cleaning your bike with water, I don't know, it's kind of dumb anyway. It's going to get dirty. And I'm not a big fan of washing bikes. Just let it kind of do its thing and tune it up. Oil the bearings and stuff. Repack bearings. And okay, so we're going to come in here. What are we going to do? Anything else? Nope, we're going to get the wheel on. Easiest to get a wheel on if it's in this last setting. So you just hit the last cog, and then you're just going to come straight up. Man, I let squeakers out a little bit, but that wasn't me. That was just something over there, I swear. But no, it really was. It was that. See, I claim mine. But if I hear something that's just like, whoa, that's an interesting noise. Like, that wasn't me. That was just that. All right. Okay, you're going to come in here. And, you know, you want to come straight up with it. And we already made it real nice. You can come maybe this way with it. No, I'd straight up's the best because nothing's going to hit it. And check this out. It's just physics and science and all that kind of junk. Is that if something does hit it from here, it's going to tighten your wheel. If you have it down and something hits it, because this is loose. So if you have it down and something hits it, it's going to loosen your wheel. So here's a pretty good spot for it, even though it's kind of hard as hell to actually access. And I don't want to put it on too tight because my niece will just not be able to get it off. But she doesn't ride alone. So anyway, there you go. And she's not going to... I don't know if she's at the point where she would fix her tire. That's not on her mind. That's definitely... she would just want things working good. So we're going to take this out. That was a pretty good idea. And now that's back in. There you go, and it works nice. All right, sweet. We're gonna get our special tool for this and see where our battery life is. Okay, we got 74% battery life. We're gonna get our special. I don't know if that's a good place for this. I think it is. It's a pretty good drawer. That drawer's getting super full though. We're gonna get some grease on here just so I don't forget. Get our twirly. And then pull up on that screw so when you loosen it, it's not just pinching. And this thing's going to come off in a flash. Since I don't forget, though, want to get a little. And since I got this on here, I can turn it and grease it. I guess I'm good to go. It's so thick, it like hardly even gets on. It is either too much or too little. Don't know if I like that. But I think it's decent grease. I potentially would rather have thicker grease than thinner, that's for sure. Okay, get this in here, but we got to check our true. See if this wheel is even true. It's a little bit off. It's a little bit off. You know what I mean? Not more than a 1/16 of an inch, though. So now we're going to come in here all the way across. Okay, and there you go. All right, so yeah, so we are a little bit. We're going to tweak this out just a little bit. Now, these are just aluminum, and they're just designed to break, not bend. You know what I mean? But you should be able to get them to bend just a little bit. Okay, where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, it really wants to bend that way. So maybe I just munched it. I don't think so. I don't think so. So we're going to come in here, put that thing there, open it, go across, and see where we're at. See where we're at. So we need to come out. Okay, we're getting a little closer. Okay. So as long as that little piece of rubber don't move, you can come all the way around this thing. Now the wheel ain't true, so you shoot. So yeah, this bottom part is just not the best. Not the best. Okay, not the best all the way through there. Okay, now it's so yeah, just right in here we need to come this way. But yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna break that thing, you know what I mean? So we're gonna come back here and check it. Hey, we might be pretty good. Okay, now we're kind of too much. But that's all right, because we'll just go right to there. And looking good, looking good, looking good. No, we weren't too much. We were still too little. Okay, get it to there. Decent there. Decent there. So now we'll be a little bit off here and a little bit off there, but that's fine because our wheel was still a 1/16 off, and I don't really want to reef on this thing too much. But yeah, we're off here just by a little bit. And back to here. Yeah, we're still off. So yeah, okay, just a little bit more. Close that gap. But then you don't want to fatigue the steel because then it'll just get real out of whack. Hey, that's pretty good. So I'm going to call that just juiced. We're going to come up here. So this is kind of where we are. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And even this, I can still pull it out just a little bit more. Now I'm going to come up to here though. No. Yeah, we're still just pull it out a little bit there and maybe call it good. Yeah, it's just tricky. You don't want to reef on that thing too much though. I'm going to call it. That's a lot better than it was, and we're calling it. I can't reef on that anything more, else I'm just going to lose my mind. I don't like fatiguing these things, you know. I hate it when they're super soft on those old frames where they're just made out of steel and they're just ready to fall off. And you can't replace them. Okay, get the special tool back in its special spot. But this does make a lot of difference on a derailleur, I swear. It's a pretty good tool to have. And I do enjoy using it. And I guess I don't, what I should do is, before I ever use one, is just guess to see what direction is off. Because now I'll at least do that. We're going to put this back and see if it even looks square, or what square looks like. That's the better way to go. Okay, so that is a square derailleur. Now, this thing is still kind of to the inside, and that's... you know what I mean? It's not totally flush with the, yeah, it's kind of interesting. And then it's kind of sticking that way, but flush this way, yeah. No, it's still at an angle. All right, let's get the gloves on and do this. Okay, get this where you can kind of see what we're doing. And, yeah. Easiest thing to do is come in here and just clip that right there, because now it's just going to pull through. Perfect. And we can pull that through. And we can leave this in here to see if that's what we like. You know what I mean? We just got to remember that boot. Holy cow. And we can even just, I don't know. What do you think? This seems overkill. This whole setup. You know what I mean? This little rubber boot thing. I don't like it. I'm going to save it though. Maybe I'll use it. Oh, there you go. See, yeah, this whole noodle. Now, I don't know. We'll maybe use it. I don't think so. I think that's just extra friction you don't want. I mean, I'm going to be tuning this bike and putting a new cable in every year. Look at that. The cable's crimped right there anyway. So, because now you can see how much friction is through that piece. I mean, you got to replace this crap pretty often. But I don't mind keeping these. Yeah, we'll save those. So we're just going to come in here. I just don't remember to put those on. But we might remember to put those on. And, okay, that piece is out. And screwdriver, come in here, go for that little, now do you see that? Hopefully we get some good footage, and just nice and easy, because those threads are huge, and it's just a little plastic nubbin. We'll just pull this out just a little bit, and then, well, we got to get it into its lowest gear. There you go, lowest gear, ho, 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 ho. And so now that should just pop out. See, if it's in its lowest gear, you'll see it. You'll see the little nubbin. So you know, if you click, it'll just oh, you can't see it. All right, get it where you can see it, and it just pops out. Sometimes you have to get a pick. You literally have to get your dental tool and pick that sucker out. And you can't jam anything in there unless it's in that slot too. So there you go. This is fun. It's like a little game. Okay, just an awful game. Okay, so, yeah, there you go. So we're going to slide this through. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but we'll just go nice and easy. Because you don't want any kinks in this thing. No kinks, no whammies. And, but here, we're going to rip this out. See, there's so much friction on there. That's total awful. And basically, we're done with those two pieces. And we're done with those ferrules, too. We have all new ferrules. Oop, don't step on the cable. But yeah, so now we're just going to get this in here and then just kind of see where we like it. And this is a better way to do it, because now we're going to go this direction. Sure, it might get hung up on here, so maybe a little bit looser. But nice, we can go almost all the way there. It looks like it's going to get hung up on that thing, though. And we can go that direction. And that still looks all right. But if we tuck it inside and come to there, that might just be just a little bit better. You know what I mean? Just right there, and we can even hook these together maybe. And it doesn't get hooked there, it doesn't get hooked there. All right, final answer. We have our length. So that means we're going to come over here and just get our cable out of the way. Come in here. There you go, there you go. So there you go. Just somewhere right in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. We'll actually give just a little bit, maybe a centimeter more, because we want to make sure our ends are good. And if we messed up, I don't know, we can always shorten it later. Yeah, because we need to, because you might have to cut these ends off like 3 or 4 times just before you get a good matchup. All right, dental tool, open that thing up. No friction. Yeah, it's nice to just get a routine where, yeah, you can make sure there's just no extra friction. Now, we got a lot going on here. I don't think any of these are new. That one looks new, though. All right, I thought I had 2 new ones. So there you go. Got 1 new one there. I don't want to risk it. There you go. Well, we'll just put them back. That's a good method. And there's a new one. Push them all the way down. Now, at one point, I would put a little grease on them and get it. That's crazy. I'm at least getting less OCD. I remember I worked at the local bike shop, and man, and it's just the same here. A bike takes 3 hours to tune because it's got, you know, I guess it only takes 20 minutes to adjust if you're trying to just to adjust stuff. But if you're actually trying to make it run like normal, kind of like brand new or something, yeah, it takes some time. It takes some precious time. All right, so we got that. I thought there was just a little bit of friction in there. So you can just see how much friction you have by going here. Ooh, that's nice. Just buttery. Yeah. So now you can count up the friction. Like no friction here. No friction there. Open it up. I like that length. That's just like the 100% perfect length. So here, this is what we're going to do here. I guess we're not going to do that. We're just going to take a... We're running out of this stuff. Close your eyes when you're cutting off little nubbins off the ends of these things. But yeah, to get an accurate idea of how long you want it... Holy, I just want 1, not 5. You know, you can put this one on first. I don't know if that makes too much of a difference. But then we'll come down here. Okay, first try. Heck yeah, ooh, that's a good one. I don't even need to take my dental tool to that. Heck yeah. But I'm OCD, so I did. Okay, so we're gonna slide this in. This is just my favorite part of doing a bike. And I've got a pretty good system. And yeah, if you oil this cable, holy Toledo, it's just gonna get all dusty. And you're just gonna fill your whole, see it, no oil until that second tune. No grease, I'm not greasing them. They're just gonna fill up. But they're gonna rust if you don't leave your bike inside. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm not greasing them. Okay. We're gonna check the length of that. See, I don't know. Because if you come here, this sits more neutral. See how if you come here, it's all bunched up? And see the tangent? Like you want right, and then this is all just still in line. Well, you want right there. So you want an extra, you know, almost 2 fingers. Yeah, an extra 2 fingers sticking off there. We definitely want to make sure we get this boot on. And so we're just going to put the boot on right now. We can use this time to get this out of here. And just enough so the cable slides through maybe. Because then we can slide our new cable in there. Wow, we are just running out of tuning equipment. I need to make an order. Hey, that's a pretty good one over there too. All right, losing my mind. Where's the dental tool? It should be like right. Huh? Oh, that's really interesting. I just lose it. It's just camouflage. Where's Waldo? Okay, here we go. We're gonna chop this. Oh yeah, longer. Holy Toledo, what the hell am I even thinking? And I would have run out of juice. Yeah. Man, okay, throw that away. We gotta be keeping our head up. Yeah, and that didn't work out, so we need to cut that just a little bit. Okay, that opened up. It doesn't look the best inside, but it looks decent. And 2 more. There you go, 2 more. That's a good way to do it. Just right into the fingers. You can get exactly how many you want. And but hey, I even remembered that we might want to put this on. I can't even get air through there. How much friction is in this thing? I bet you it's just made of friction. Hey, that's pretty decent. There's no friction right there. We'll try it. So that goes on right there. Yeah, I dig. I'm not gonna put that other garbage on though. You know, this thing, that's overkill. Holy Toledo. You know what I mean? Just one more thing. I mean, isn't that enough? But this, I don't know. It's just going to get... I mean, I guess rain's just going to drop into that thing. I think it's a pretty good idea. But I better get this out because you really don't want to... let's get this thing on so I don't forget it. We'll get the boot on the right way, though. Okay, just put it somewhere. Now you can't mess up the boot. But the name of the game is just don't kink these cables. I'll spend, you know, an extra 15 minutes, you know, getting these cables in just so I don't kink them. There you go. All right, and then so even here, check the shifting. Oh, it's buttery. It's buttery. All right, get it to its lowest setting and get these all the way tightened in. And where's our derailleur? Now our derailleur is way to that outside, and the cables will tighten up. But you saw the last cable, so here's your high screw. So we're gonna tighten this in, just so when we go to tighten the cable. See, this is where you get kinks. Darn it. Okay, so now it's at least flush. So now we'll just come in nice and gentle. Oh, sit down for the first time. This feels nice. And okay, I guess we need to back this out quite a bit if we just want to slip it up and over. So we'll just back it out one more. Perfect, got it. And now just hardly any tension on this cable. Because now, and we're just gonna hardly put any tension right here because we need to check it. We need to come in and then loosen our high screw, because then this thing better go down. Whoa, is there just more crud on that? I thought I got both sides, but that side is just a mess. Oh, I'm glad I saw that. Oh wow, it's like my favorite feeling. The opposite if you're a dentist. I mean, imagine just cleaning someone's teeth and you're just, you know what I mean? Just scraping cheese. Okay. I just couldn't do it. Okay, so we're gonna loosen this up. But you're saving their life, you know what I mean? If you're a dental hygienist, you really are. Okay, perfect, because now I loosened this screw all the way in, and we're gonna go right to where it actually pushes it out right there. So that's all the way in. And now I like it. It actually looks pretty good. Now, is it overly tight? Probably. So we don't want to put too much pressure on that. So now you're just gonna come in and go to this one. You're not gonna do anything with that, and then you're gonna drop it back. And it should drop back hella easy. And did it drop back hella easy? And how's the cable tension? I won't even bother about how's the cable tension, but kinda. I mean, if we get the derailleur here, is that cable tension too tight? I don't know. Okay, so now we're just gonna click it up. One click and it should barely go. Hopefully it just barely goes, but it goes a lot. And I think our cable tension's too tight. Oh, there you go. Oh man. Well, let's get that before that just frays and becomes an issue. All right, same thing. Get a nipple, get a needle nose pliers. Again, just use one word sentences. And that's a good place to snip. Perfect, nice and clean. Get that on there. But the trick is, hold this nipple all the way on there, else it's just gonna be right towards the end. You know, it's gonna slip off. So get that up in there, and then real squeeze tight. As tight as you get that, you're probably done there, but I just come in another quarter, and then I come in here. And this thing is just on there, never gonna come off. And that's nice, because you can use this, you know, to hold and tug. I mean, it's a functional piece. And before I forget, hey, I did forget these. There you go. So I totally forgot these. Who cares? You know what I mean? I don't. And there's none on the other side either. You know, next year, if I ever replace the cables, and you know, you can only do so much as a bike mechanic. And it's just interesting the things that you do forget. Like right now, I could just care less about that, just because I think it's funny. I think it's funny that you forget things, and I'm just glad I don't have to redo that. Okay, so now I'm not a big fan of like putting tension on the cable, but if you hold the derailleur and then push this and just hold that tension, well, you're stretching out the cable just a little bit, but you're using the pawls in here to do so. So that's not the best idea. Oh, there you go. Perfect. So now we're clicking up. Yeah, one click. Perfect. Now, yeah, I'm glad I did that, because now we do need to lengthen these, and we'll just lengthen both of them. So now if you lengthen both of them at the same time, then you can reduce any one at the same time, if that makes sense. You want to have some adjustment out on the road. Okay, perfect. We're going up. We're going up real good. Going up real good. How about down? Down should be real easy. Now it should actually be less easy to go up, which it was right there, but we can just go one more tight. We'll go 2 more tight. And we'll do those last 3. 1, 2. Okay, we can go a little tighter. And we're loosening this barrel to tighten the cable. We'll go all the way back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Oh. See, it's too high over here. So we do need to come down here. And so here's your high. We need to tighten this one up. And if it's already in... Uh-oh. I think that's the wrong one. No, it's not. Okay. Because now I can't do it. I can't do it. See how it's moving a little bit? So now I'm tightening it, and then I can't put any friction on it. But I think you want just a little bit, because when you go up to this gear, I don't know, you don't need any extra. You don't need any extra oomph. So we're just going to tighten this to where we don't have any extra oomph there. Come down, go up. And go up, and no extra oomph. So it goes up just fine. And there's nothing extra. And we're just going to see where it's lined up. Hey, it's lined up pretty good. But we still need to get a new chain on here. And what's the speeds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, heck yeah, we got a new chain. And yeah, I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about supporting local. Now, there was a few items that I had to buy online just in bulk, and we can just talk it out. And it was just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I just talked to the bike shop, and I was just like, you know what, I really want to support you locally, but let's price it, you know what I mean? Let's get into the habit of me just ordering through you guys instead of online. But just for this one purchase, I'm just... I know the things to say and the things not to say. You know what I mean? Because I was just going to be like, well, let me go see what prices. I think I did it well, because at a bike shop they don't have everything, but they can order pretty much anything. And you know, all this stuff is just MSRP. I'm happy with MSRP. You know what I mean? But if I can find a cheaper chain, you know, maybe I'll go for a Shimano chain. But, you know, I don't really need to spend... Whoa. Oh, there they are. You know, buco bucks. But I'm passing this on to the person that's... I don't know, my brother's paying for this chain. But at the end of the day, I can charge more for my labor if I give cheaper parts. It's a conundrum. You know what I mean? That's not a good way to go about life. Be like, oh, yeah, we put the cheapest crap on your back... just because now you're okay with, you know what I mean, paying us. Okay, we're gonna get see if that has a quick link. I don't even care. This chain's well. If it's got a quick link, we'll take it off. But man, it's just it's well juiced. So we are just gonna take this chain off. And well, you know what I mean? You can check its length. So let's go down to the smallest cog there. The smallest cog there. Whoa, okay, yeah, we're good. And you kind of want to go for the longest you can without just making your bike break apart, and then that's about it. So that's perfectly sized. Your bike's not going to break apart if you go into those huge... You can imagine that if you go into those huge rings and there's not enough chain to do it, your derailleur is just going to tear off. So, yeah. Yeah, it's so interesting. You know, you have to be keeping a mindful eye on pretty much everything on a bike. But that's why they're so neat. That's why they're so neat to work on. Well, especially when you can add value too. Man, that feels like it's not going, but it's all lined up. There's just no leverage on that. There we go. We broke it, and now it's plugging its way through. And we're gonna go all the way through. Perfect. It popped out. We're going to back it off all the way, just so when we put in a new link, it's going to be easy. Just easy for us. There you go. So that goes there. And yeah, we'll just slide this out. That was a pretty good way to do it. Now, for the new chain, Well, we'll see. This is the issue that we got into last time. It's so hard. I need a place to hang both the chains because my arms aren't long enough and my eyes aren't low enough. Okay, so we're gonna go from there to there, but maybe I can just, you know, find 2 links and be like, yeah, okay, those line up. So I think this is the way to do it. Whoa. What do we got going here? And did we already mess up? No, there we go. Those 2 links, and we're just gonna come down there. Yeah, so we gotta pop that link out. The link that my hand is on, and we can put this chain in there. We can save it for later. For a bike that, I don't know. That's where a chain is like the first thing you put on a bike. It's so easy. Let's just do it. You definitely feel a new chain. Like new brake pads, new chain, and definitely cables and housing. That's my tune-up. We're replacing every cable and housing that we can because I bet you haven't replaced it since you bought the bike. And yeah, then once you get into my system, and then, yeah, sure. Then we can replace them like once every other year and stuff like that. Hey, that was a pretty good slick way to get a chain on. I'll definitely do that again. Oh, but now we're going slow because we got to feed that through. Man, and then we got to go through the cave and up and over. All right. Oh, shoot. All right, so that wasn't so slick, but we're still good. We can click this down if we wanted to, and we can put the chain right there. Just make sure it don't go out the other side. We can get a quick link on one side. All we have to do now is get a quick link on the other side and make sure the chain just doesn't slide off. Okay, we can sit down and put the quick link on. Just make sure we're filming. Hey, we only got 36% juice, so we're just going to make sure this chain runs. Oh, darn it! We put the chain right there, and now we just probably buggered it up. Okay. Heck yeah, new chain. Feeling good, baby. Okay, we'll get it back down to there. And catch you on the flip side. Alright, we're back at it and we're almost done. Well, I don't know if that's true or not. But, holy Toledo, we got to come over here to this wheel. This was just the conundrum of the century. I went to the bike shop and they had no idea. They were like, I've never seen this before. You know what I mean? Well, they've seen like dual things here, but they've always seen something a lever that you can get at. And so they just thought it was broken off. Well, guess what? I've worked with steel quite a bit to realize that that's not broken off. It looks broken off, but no, it's just a little place to get in a screwdriver and then pop something out. So yeah, I was totally right on. And at the shop, I should have showed them that that's what was going on. So like, here's your lever. So isn't that interesting? That we couldn't figure it out, but yeah, so now we know. Yeah, because I was just wondering, how do you tighten this thing down? And I don't even know what this does. So we're gonna find out. So if we loosen loosey-goosey this, like what's it doing? Well, so it's threaded over here. That's what's going on. So we can put grease on that side for sure. And you want to hold the wheel up so you're not damaging those threads as you're pulling this out. And it only catches like 2 threads. So we're going to come in here just right away and just get buco grease on that. So we need a lot on the end, and we'll just definitely a dab will do, but we can put definitely a little bit more. I don't even know where I put that. Why did I put that there? Getting everything greasy. Okay, so there you go. Wipe down the grease. And we are just going to go back the same direction. Sometimes, you know what I mean? If you're doing a maze, you want to push it in, start turning. Okay, I caught the threads. You know, sometimes if you're doing a maze, you just want to take 1 step back, 1 step forward, and then 2 steps back. You know what I mean? Make sure you know where you're at. So we're just going to do that a couple times. Now, this is the OCD. It's OCD if I do it 2 more times. But that was pretty good. But we're going to grease it again. Just because, you know, yeah, you definitely want grease on those threads. Those are important threads to have grease on. Cool, grease, and then just kind of dabble do right there. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna slide that puppy out. Hell yeah. Okay, hell yeah. So it's fun at the bike shop. You know, I mean, we all kind of know how things work, but if you see something funny, like, yeah, that's radical. That is just radical right there. But this is pretty cool. So we're just gonna make sure we don't drop that on the ground. It looks like we are. But we're gonna check this hub because the last one was loose as hell. Look at that thing. Holy Toledo. So, or maybe it's supposed to be this way. You know what I mean? Maybe it's supposed to be just all loosey as a goosey. Because there is nothing that, are you serious? So if you put this in, that's all, that keeps it, wow, okay. So this wheel is a maintenance-free hub, and that's pretty cool. So basically, what holds it here and there sets the pressure against the bearings. So then you don't have any play. So that's pretty cool. On the other wheel, we ran into that conundrum. Even on my Diamondback, it has that same issue where you're just like, well, this is designed to just loosen up. It don't make sense. But here we go. Or no, the Diamondback is just that's why I had to make those 23, these metal things. I mean, do you want to see them? Hell yeah. I made these. I got 2 of them because you needed 2, one on either side. Okay, well, at least we know how to get this on and off, and we don't need to service it. So guess what? We can just put it right back. This is amazing. And then, whoa. But we definitely want to get our headlamp out and make sure and inspect that we have enough pad juice. You know what I mean? There. So yeah, this is the same amount. You know what I mean? This bike's been just very lightly ridden. But the other thing that we can do is, yeah, sure, this is fresh enough. Get our alcohol. Hell yeah. And then we're going to come in here on this rotor. I mean, this bike is just like brand new. My brother has just been getting just amazing stuff. I mean, he sells stuff on eBay and Craigslist and everywhere. And he makes pretty decent cash doing it. And then he just finds things. You know, he's always just looking. We're just going to get the grease off the other parts. And then take a clean rag and then just go right back over the rotors one more time. Okay, I think that's good. But yeah, and so he found this. He found all the bikes for his family, and it's just, he just got really good deals. So it's just kind of fun. It's fun to be on the lookout. Fun to be on the lookout. Man, I feel like this ain't going. So, but like oh shoot, I'm just touching that thing. But yeah, you kind of need to spread this out just a little bit. See how the fork arms, you can spread them out a little bit? Okay, now we're in. This goes that direction. You know what I mean? Slide it through. Hey, it works really good. I kind of like the design. And now you got to make sure you're going through this other side. And there we go. There we go. And, man, you do need something, like a stick. You know what I mean? So, you need something to get that lever out of there. But once this lever comes out, man, you're money, honey. And, okay. So get that lever out. And, shoot, you kind of need to elevate it to get this thing in. Okay, got it in. And now we're going to catch some of those threads just right there. So we're catching them. And we're going to get this all out. And then we're just going to tighten it. And you probably just put normal amount of friction on it. Okay, well, my normal anymore is pretty strong. So we got it nice and firm, and that's locked out. It feels like that's not doing anything, but that's all right. It's doing something. The wheel's in there. We can even, we can check for true on that rotor. But yeah, we're just feeling good. These brakes have plenty of fluid. Now. But let's see. Where's the reservoir? Where is the spare reservoir on these Hayes disc brakes? We're going to inspect them. You know what I mean? I kind of want to learn a little bit about these Hayes. I've worked on Tektro. I mean, have you heard of Tektro disc brakes? Yeah, we had a lot of those at the shop we worked on. So that was kind of the caliber. It's just like, hell yeah. I worked at a Raleigh. It was like a sporting goods store that sold guns that wanted to sell bikes. You know what I mean? Because they sold skis in the wintertime, so they also wanted to sell bikes. So they sold Raleigh. Now, they were a Raleigh dealer since Raleigh was born. You know what I mean? In the 89s, you know what I mean? Taylor Swift era. That's what Raleigh is all about. And so what we got here? It's hydraulic. Oh, there you go. So you'll get it up right here. And then it says .3 or .4 up to bleed. Perfect. Well, let's do that tonight. I mean, might as well. I mean, if we don't do it, we're not going to get the experience. And what you're going to get the experience of is like making mistakes or see what works or dropping oil all over this handlebar or not being able to bleed it out. But essentially, if there's any air in this line, tappity, 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 you know what I mean? Workity. It's all the air is going to be right in that pocket. You know what I mean? So you can follow your line all the way down to your brake. And yeah. And you can even just do this. You can get this thing sky high. So now your brake's up there and your line's down here. Hey, and we can just start tapping all the air out. You know what I mean? So now we're squeezing, we're pedaling, and maybe all the air is going to be right at the top right here. Well, sure it is. And it would be nice to have something to keep this wheel from turning. They usually, I don't know what they do. They usually have a cradle that goes right here, and it keeps it from turning. Now, if they have one of those at the bike shop, and I could buy one, I would definitely get one. Since I just spent kind of buco dollars online, the bike shop's closed, but I will buy one because it's just a simple metal tool. But no, I won't. I bet you we could make one. I mean, we got metal galore, and we could probably make one in 2 seconds. All right, so, I mean, you could make it out of this, that's for sure. But this is going to be a little bit hard to bend. I did have some thinner stuff, and I think I know where the thinner stuff is. But even this is pretty decent. This was from the coat hanger. It's just not long enough. So let's see what we got. Because I had some of this, and I did chop this up. And this worked real good. Because you can bend it real easy. Oh my goodness, my knee's about ready to give out. Okay, so but even this, what you're going to do is make a U right here and then come up and make a couple more U's that way. And I think I know where some of that metal is. So this will be fun, you know what I mean? Come with me. This is so worthwhile. You know, if you want to skip until I actually find it, that's what you do with these videos. When I do like a little side project. But yeah, we got some metal down here because I was going to do some projects with it. But there you go. We got one. So just in 2 seconds, we're going to make what I was just going to buy for like probably 40 bucks. I'll go online and see how much one of those costs, but they're just not worth spending any money doing. But basically, you want to take the center and you want to fold down to here. And then once you fold down to here, you want to then turn it this way, that direction. And then you want to come up and over the bars right there. Okay. So we want to find the center and then go over a round thing that we're not going to damage. All right, now what's round? I don't know. I really don't see anything that's round. Yes, I do. That's round. Whoa. That's gonna be perfect. This will be pretty perfect. I think that'll be just too much though. But let's do it. Find the center. Okay, hell yeah. See, and now that we did that, now we can make it skinnier. So yeah, so it's actually perfect. So that's kind of right where we want it. We might even need to kind of flatten it out with a hammer. We can do those modifications later. Because I got more of this stuff. We can always make another one. But yeah, walking around is just hell on this knee. It's not the best right now. So now what we want to do is go this way. You know, so about right there. We want to go. We don't have much of this, so as high as possible. We want to make a bend that direction. So now we're going to come over here. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to do this, and we're just going to right there. That's perfect. And then we're just going to squeeze it to it. Okay, perfect. And then we'll even get this in on the action. So now we're going to run this up over that direction. So now we're going perfectly vertical. Okay, so yeah, we weren't very even, but we're close enough. But now we're going at a tangent to the table, so that looks good. This is pretty neat. We'll have this under 10 minutes. Just a brand new tool. I mean, it would have took me half hour to bike to the bike shop, buy something, have to order it, bike back. They wouldn't have had it, you know what I mean? So now we're gonna come here. And yeah, this thing can just rest right in this little cradle. So now we will have to, and even just right here. I mean, we can start to pop it up right about there. So perfect, good to know. Now we can just come straight up. And this part we have to actually come up quite a bit. Okay, so right there, and then we're gonna get, I think we need, oh, there you go. So yeah, right about there. Loosen that. All right. So now we're just good. Well, that might be too much now. So I'm actually going to, we're gonna do that. I was glad I was thinking ahead on that thing. Okay, so now we're gonna roll it up. Okay, now we're just perfectly vertical. Oh, gotta put some pressure down on that. Okay, so that's done. So it's just nice to have a ton of metal around, because you never know what you're gonna do with it. And metal will last, it can rust and it's still pretty useful. You know what I mean? As long as you're not gonna trust your life to it. This I would not have to trust my life to. I can tell you that right now. All right, but now, and then we'll pad it out because it looks sharp as hell. But now what you want to do is, do you think this is the highest configuration we'd have it in? I don't know. We're gonna come over to something else. Yeah, we might have to make one of these like every time. But at least if it's at an angle, and we, so really we can get this kind of at the highest point. So yeah, whatever we're thinking on here will do just fine. But we got to roll it this way. So yeah, we got to put it down this way, and then roll it that way. So we're gonna just roll it right there. And I don't know. I don't know if that's good enough, but we're gonna find out. Oh, this thing's hard to turn. All right, there we go. Get it in there. Get it in there. What do you think? What do you think? I feel like we overshot it. And I feel like I don't have any pliers or anything. But no, I do. I've got the hella pliers right here. There you go. We got the hella pliers. And here you go. So we're just gonna put the pressure down and I don't know, come straight up. There you go. So that made a nice little round thing. Perfect. We're gonna do the same thing over here. Put the pressure down, and I think I need to hold it with this hand, but yeah. All right, hell yeah, Walmart. You know what I mean? We got the juice. We got the juice. It's .4 brake fluid, and that's all we need for our disc brakes. So, and this is easy cheesy. I mean, all we got to do is get a little syringe, which we got at that animal supply store, Murdoch's. I live in Montana, so we have stuff like that. It's amazing. And hopefully I don't get too cold out here, but I think we're just going to be good to go. So we're going to open that. And yeah, we need a real small screwdriver. Holy Toledo. That thing's tiny. It's all right. It's all right. We got a couple options. This thing's pretty tiny. This is one of my favorite tools at Harbor Freight. Probably cost you like $2, and you get like 4 screwdrivers, because 2 are in there and 2 are right here. They just flip-flop. Okay, but heck yeah, that ain't turning no more. And let's see, do we just lift it off? I don't know what we do. Whoa. Holy shit. Okay. I barely heard that. That sucks. I was not expecting that. And I don't know where that went. That's live though. I heard a lot of clickety-clack, maybe a little bit of plastic. But I didn't hear much else. And I heard it kind of like go deep. That definitely sucks. And the thing's just brimmed full anyway. Like we're probably not gonna help it out. But we sure did not help our cause by dropping that screw. So now I don't even know. I mean, we're just going on blind luck that we're gonna find that. But guess what? I thought the whole cap came off, but I guess I was wrong. Just that. And it's all full anyway. Shoot. So yeah, we're gonna open that, and shoot, it's got a little rubber piece on here, and we might be missing everything. Okay, I can jive. We got a little bit of light, and honestly, I heard it go this direction. You know what I mean? So maybe. All right. I lost the screw, and I ain't finding it, and so I gotta come up with, you know, I only have one of them, Hayes. You know what I mean? So maybe we'll just order it on Amazon. I don't know. We'll do something. But here, we're gonna go for it. So we're going to, you know what I mean? Squeeze the lever a little bit, see if we can get some of that air out. And but we might be totally full. You know what I mean? How are we doing over here? Are we? Yeah, we can. This brake we can put some in, sure. But this one, I just don't think so. I think it's at the highest. Here, let's try to tip it just a little bit. And okay, here's our brake juice. Get all the sediment just like it's orange juice. You know what I mean? Mix it around. And okay, we're just gonna open that puppy. Do not spill it. That would be hella tragic. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making noises. I'm just disappointed that I don't know. I mean, there's a solution. It'd just be fun to find something. That's all. It's like, hey, how hard is it? It's really hard to find a tiny screw that you don't know where it went. If you don't know the vicinity, that is a needle in a haystack. Okay, what we doing? We're using a tiny syringe. Perfect. We got a tiny syringe. These are pretty cool. And we're just gonna suck up some juice. And maybe we just put it in this cap. I think that's a dumb idea. Let's not do that. Let's pull on the syringe. So we're just gonna get it in the slowest setting. Don't want to spill this though, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it in there. Oh yeah, yeah. Just stick the darn thing in there and just pull it up. Hell yeah! Now we got some juice. Oh, we got a lot of juice. So probably too much juice. And we need a rag. All right, we're gonna get up to our caliper. And I wish I had a cleaner rag, but that's all right. And we're just gonna drop a little oil in. And we're going to just kind of compress the lever. There you go. Compress the lever all the way. Ooh, this stuff smells good and bad at the same time. So this one's pretty good. I mean, I don't know what you do. Trying to get the air out. I don't think there's any air in here. Like, this lever feels great. And maybe we're just introducing more air into the system. But that one's just fine. Let's go over here. Let's take our time. And a little drop will do. Well, let's see. Yep, there you go. Oop. Just do a drop at a time, drop at a time. I mean, I could do this all day. I should have been doing this for 30 minutes. Trying to get just a little bit more oil into that. Yeah, that sucks. I can't find it. Whoa, that screw is lost. Man. And they're buying brake fluid for this was dumb because it's already full. It's just stocked full. So I can't get any more in using this technique. So yeah, we're just good to go. Yeah, no more's going in anyway. So I'm just gonna put this here. Maybe I'll tap on the cables. Play them like a guitar, and see if you can get any air to come out. I don't think you can. I think they were just fine. They were perfect. This bike's like brand new. Everything on here is just brand new. But I just wanted to do this just to see if I could, and I could. But I also lost the screws, so I don't know. I think we're gonna be done. So we just put like 2 drops of that in there, and we really didn't do much. Kind of just wasted a lot of time, and it might be a week before I can get another screw, but hopefully I can just get another one tomorrow. But I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. Unless I find it tonight, I'll let you know. But that might be for another day. Okay, here we go. Oh, hell yeah. So we're back, and it was like, what? It had been about a month. It was like 3 weeks ago. I lost a screw to, you know what I mean? These Hayes, just the bleed screw. I thought this whole thing like just opened up as a huge cap, and I went to flick it, and the screw just went everywhere. So we ordered one from Cambria Bikes, and we even got free shipping because we ordered some chains and, you know, some other stuff I'm going to use for tuning. So, and it was only like $6. So, but it took me like 3 weeks just to order it, you know what I mean, just to call it quits. I cleaned the entire garage, you know what I mean, and I just looked for days, you know. I looked everywhere and could not find it. So I'm just happy that I'm back to tuning bikes. So we're gonna get this on top of my head, and we got some of that DOT4 brake fluid. Hey, look at this! I even found a little pipette, and man, they were full anyway. You know what I mean? Tip them upside down. You know what I mean? They were all juiced up anyway. But we're gonna put a little more juice in, and then call it, and then put those screws in. And this might, and I don't even know where the hell we were on this bike. I thought we were pretty much done, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, just checking the lines, make sure there's no kinks or anything like that. Whoa, this one looks like it's, look at that. Just damaged. just the paint, the coating's coming right off. That's interesting. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So can you see anything? Sure. We're just gonna pipette just a little bit. It'll probably just melt this thing. I don't know. Oh, it's pretty clear stuff. All right. So we got a little drop. Man, I feel like I need to get that cap back on. There we go. And all right, so we're just gonna drop a little drop in there. But yeah, these things are just totally full anyway. So I need like almost a needle too, to pop some of the bubbles. So yeah, let's get a rag. Let's do this right. That's too big of a rag. And then I need to know where my needle tool is. I swear it's just in here. Yeah, this was the one place I had a really good needle tool. It's orange. It's at the very bottom because I haven't used it in a while. So I'm just gonna look this way, didn't find it. Look this way, did not find it. I bet you find it pretty soon. Man, maybe it's not in here. Maybe I used it for something else. Yeah, no, I would know right away. And okay, so I think it's out here. We're gonna go find it. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice needle tool. So I don't know if I made a couple of these, but yeah, this is like Harbor Freight stuff. It used to have like different types of, this one was probably a pick, then you got like a hooked one. I don't know, I just cut them off and then just make these individual picks, because now we can maybe pop some air bubbles. All right, we're just gonna try to get as much fluid in there as we can, you know, just drop at a time. Like, I don't care if it takes us all day. Now, I don't know if we're just making air bubbles or we're bleeding air bubbles. I think we're just making air bubbles. But, you know, if any of this juice gets in there, you know what I mean? Excellent. But I feel like we're just adding air bubbles into the system. I'm gonna fill the pipette just a little bit more. Just get that thing fully juiced. And again, I don't know if this is it. If we're putting air in or kicking air out, you know. That's interesting. And it's interesting the bubbles don't like to get popped. Because I feel like that's a total bubble, but that's so weird. Maybe it's not a bubble. Maybe it's not a bubble at all. It looks like a bubble, though. There we go. All right, so I think we got enough juice there. We're gonna call it on that. We're gonna call that one bled. We're gonna put the screw into it. Hopefully not drop it. It was just, it was such a bizarre thing. I went to go flick it, so it just went, it went sky high. I don't know where it is. It could be anywhere. Yep, nice and tight on the bleed screw. Cleaning it like a fresh wound. All right. All right, so that's in there. That feels good. Hopefully we bled it. Got some air out. So this one looks like it can suck up some juice. So we're gonna fill our pipette up again. And just drop it. Drop it in. All right, go couple. All right, getting some air bubbles. Oh, popping some air bubbles. Okay, perfect. More drops. So we're gonna open it, drop in, close it. All right, hold the brake, drop, and then have it kind of suck in. I think that's a pretty good method because now it kind of sucks it in. Hopefully it mixes up just a little bit. We might be there because it is going right to the surface. So I'm going to say we're there on that one, you know what I mean? Good enough, right? Maybe we'll just do one more drop though. Okay, got that air bubble out. And I think we're good. I think we're good on that. So we are definitely going to open up our little screw. Make sure it don't fly halfway across the room. Get in there. Get it square. All right, here you go. Thank you, little screw. And get our screwdriver. Whoa, gotta be careful with this. Dang. Okay. Wow. Okay, it threads right in. So yeah, these are crazy. This is 2.5 M. So it's metric. You know, you have like 3 millimeter. That's diameter kind of. 3, 4, 5, 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter. You know what I mean? Bolts, right? But this one's 2.5. There's 2 millimeters. There's 3 millimeters. Now you can even find 3 millimeter screws at your hardware store. But you can't find 2 millimeter screws, and you sure as hell can't find 2.5 millimeter screws. So, I mean, besides just like a bike shop having spare bleed screws, you know, just on hand and ready to sell them for these old, you know, for these old Hayes disc brakes, there's no way to find, you know, anyone that makes this type of screw. You know, that was just kind of my initial look on Google. I was freaking out. I was like, holy Toledo. So I was really happy to come across the actual replacement screws for these Hayes brakes. And we did. And we got it. So we're happy there. Put the extra juice back. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with this pipette. Try to get it all drained out. We'll just put it right there for now. We'll close this up. We're going to get our brake juice. Put it just right down here. Use these grabbers. Such a good tool. Look at that. That's for our chainsaw fuel. All right. So yeah, let's see where we're at on this bike. Holy Toledo. So we got that going and looking good. We're gonna spin the brakes just once just to make sure, you know, there's not like too much juice in there or something weird. All right, that was good. Okay, I'm satisfied there. So let's get the brakes back where they belong, and we'll see where we are on this bike. I want to edit the footage. That was the thing. I had to save the footage for like 3 weeks. Haven't been able to post this one. So what do we got? What do we got for tools? I feel like I'm gonna rack my knee on this. That would be absolutely horrible. I'm even gonna risk some back pain just to get that thing out of here. Okay. I guess this is my quick tool. I don't want to use it. I want to find my normal tool. But, huh. Yeah, here's some parts. I don't know what we're doing with that. All right, so we're getting our tools back where we want them. Oh, here we go. All right, pop on. And I think yeah, like I said, you want to be able to see the bottom of the lever. And so there you go. I just see the bottom of the lever. This one's kind of broken, but no, it don't matter. I see the bottom. There you go. But see how this sits a little higher than that one? Because I'm just looking, the lever's all broken down, so, but that looks pretty good. I don't know. That's where I'm going to put them. Final answer. How's the shifting? The shifting can come up now. So that's the thing, is that the shifting is a little bit forward. Whoa. So we got to get the shifting. Yeah. All right. This one we can move. So that's good. And we can get the shifting. Yeah, get the shifting back. There you go. All right, no, this will work out just fine. It's just here, I need to go this way with it. Loosen them both up. Get them both forward. Put them just right there. A little bit of viz underneath them. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Get it out all the way. There you go. Yeah, there's no reason for these not to be out all the way. There you go. Man, that shifter though. I guess we need to loosen the shifter. It's nice to talk your way through things, you know what I mean? Oh, I guess I already tightened it down. Okay, so yeah, loosen that up. Get it all the way out there. Okay, now we're just kind of in business. So now we can get them both where we want them. All right, I'm satisfied. Okay, final answer, tighten down the shifter, and then we'll tighten down the brakes. I guess we'll go back and forth on these, you know what I mean? Just one and then the other. Whoa, I don't like that noise. All right. Okay, that was good. Now I totally forget what we did on this bike, you know. Like, I don't even know if I ever checked these. Probably, because they feel real good. Feel real good. Yep. For sure. Okay, and we figured out how to do that front wheel. That was interesting. My brother's giving me $100 for his bike, and I think I'm just gonna throw this one in. But yeah, it was a good tune. So that seat's just right on the very end. Remember that. I think I put a wrench on that seat post. But here, let's get this a little tighter. Too tight. What do we got going? Yeah, I guess that's just turning. Yeah, I must have replaced that because that feels amazing. Hell yeah. Okay, so I did. I replaced... Did I? I mean, it feels great. It looks brand new. Got my crimp style on there. Wait, get that out of there. Damn it. I don't like when that stuff happens. Shoot, that's just going to get all torn up. Just put a little... go this direction with it. Man, bummer. I don't like that at all, but whatever. Yeah, shifting, yeah, because I replaced that. Yeah, we did everything, and then we got down to the brakes. And how's the wheel true? I think we were going to be just fine on that. And I forget where I was on this, but I'm sure I just checked all this. You know... See how it's all tight? It's all tight on these. Like the angle's real tight over here, and then just the angle of these spokes goes out like that. So it's real easy for these. So these spokes have to be real tight just to even hold the wheel. And these spokes can be real loose. It's way easier to pull the wheel that way. You know what I mean? If you're trying to pull the wheel that way, you just got to put a lot of tension on straight spokes. So if the wheel is over here, you know, too much, you can always push it that way, you know what I mean? So if you're truing the rear wheel and it's popping over, yeah, let's get in here with like something that makes sense. So just everything right around this valve cap, we can get going that direction. And yeah, so we'll take 2 seconds. Where's our tools? Man, I don't like this because now the tools are just kind of too packed in here. All right, hell yeah, we are done with our screw. That's gonna go right in the garbage. Yeah, well, let me just get some of the big tools out, some of the accessories. Yeah, this stuff I don't need. Whoa. Yeah, I gotta get this back. Huh. A little toothbrush. That's crazy. But yeah, I guess, you know what I mean? You got your little toothbrushes right here and right there. So, you know what I mean? Toothbrush for grease. Huh, JB Weld. That goes in the basement. Now, is this just... Oh, this is just... Oh, it's like a chain guard. Ah, cool. We're going to put that. That's the material. So any material I just put right in there. I mean, unless I'm going to use it for a chain guard. I mean, that's a pretty good piece. So I'll just put it in there. That's bikes. Now I just forgot what the hell I'm looking for. You know, oh yeah, I was gonna true that wheel, but since I forgot, I'm gonna come in here. I think I already did this, but you know, put a little tension on those. Make sure these aren't gonna fall off. No, I was able to just put a little bit. Whoa, that's loose. So yeah, so you have a bottom bracket that is loose. I'm just gonna check to see if like these are real loose, like the cups on the bottom bracket. But no, so we're gonna go just a little tighter on this one. I don't think it's the cranks that are loose on the spindle of the bottom bracket. Okay, so that's nice and tight. But yeah, the bottom bracket is definitely loose. So I'll let my brother know that. But if we want to get just a bottom bracket, we can. I'll bike around on it and see, you know, what a loose bottom bracket does. But yeah, because that could just get maybe all tightened up and just blow up on you out there. I don't know. But it's not rough or anything. It's just got play. So we'll keep an eye on it. At the end of the day, that's too much hassle to rip that thing out of there. But if you know, for what it is, it still works. So let's keep an eye on it and wait. Yeah, so that spoke wrench. Whoa, I feel like my... Oh, there they are. Yeah, so we got some spoke wrenches. And even in one of the bags, we have all of our tools. Oh, I don't even know where that bag went. I cleaned up everything and... Okay, so we're going to see which one is which. Hey, that's a pretty good one. And that's too tight. Okay, so these spokes we're going to tighten, and if you look at them from the top, yes, it's a righty-tighty. So sometimes that's easier, just to look at the top of the wheel, especially if you're going to do the same thing to like a bunch of spokes. So we went 1, 2, 3, 1. I forget, but at least one on this side, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're just gonna see if that did anything. All right, so we can even start kind of even down here. So righty-tighty. So that's my thumb goes in. That's thumb goes in is tightening. There's a lot of ways. See, my thumb goes in. That's also tightening, so that's going to be helpful. Just anything to double check that you're turning them the right direction. And so yeah, just right in here, same thing. Thumb goes in. It's a weird way to tune a wheel when you just don't. Okay, I'm gonna start over here at this one. All right, tighten it. Thumb goes in. Yeah, we're just doing like quarter turns, eighth turns, you know, not much. All right, let's see if that came in just a little bit before the... Yeah, so just right before it, we still need to come in just a little bit. So tighten the spokes on that side. Maybe we're just going too tight now. No, we're good. But are we better just in general? Because that's the thing. I mean, are we just so good we're just barely doing anything? So I'm looking for where it's coming out, and I'm looking also at the valve stem. And it's still popping out just right at the valve stem. So come in here, tighten, tighten. Tighten, tighten. All right, and then, okay, so now we're looking at seeing where it comes in and where's that valve stem. Yeah, perfect. So, I mean, that worked real good. I mean, that thing is like spinning like a top. Perfect. I mean, for truing wheels, I wouldn't put them in stands. You know what I mean? I would just do it yourself. Go Jedi. But no, it is good to have a stand, but you'll spend 2 hours going back and forth, and you'll be doing too much. So, you know, truing wheels is all about just get her done. You know what I mean? So this one, like, where are we at? We're humming. We're looking real good. It's almost going up and down more than it's going side to side, which is really hard to figure out how to get it. And every time I hear that, I'm trying to find the location on the wheel. So it's like 2 after. And if it's like a low spot, you know what I mean? So let's say it's just low spotting, like right here, like something hit the, and the spokes are, so it's either flat right here, it's either the rim's low right here because these spokes are just too tight. So we'll compare, you know, the tightness of these spokes to the opposite side of the wheel. And yeah, maybe these spokes are just a little bit looser. I mean, they feel about the same though. You know, I'm just probably using my imagination if I feel that these are tight. But yeah, so I could loosen spokes on both sides to like try to round out the wheel. That'd be real interesting. Is like take a rim, just put a flat spot in it. You know, not too much, but put kind of a flat spot in it and see if you can tighten the hell out of the other side and kind of loosen these spokes so you can I don't know, that's a lot going on there, because the other thing that can happen to a wheel is, let's say your hub's in the center and then you're tightening these sets of spokes too much and not these sets. Well, then you're gonna get like a, you know what I mean, an oblate circle, or, you know, I'm thinking about the Earth. The Earth's just all like on the equator. It's all bulged out. So the poles are coming in. You're too tight here. Yeah, you're going to have 2 low spots. You're going to have a low spot here and a low spot there. So, yeah, I don't worry with low spots. Like, that's too complex for me. I just want my wheel to go this way, you know, straight. But it's good to go over like, oh, I never thought of that. I never thought if I had a low spot there, I might have a low spot on the other side, because it just means all these spokes are just too tight. And if you think about it, if these spokes are too tight and these are loose, well, then your wheel's not even center. But does that make sense? If your hub's not in the center, if your hub's in the center, then the rim should be in the center. But if your hub's not in the center, well, yeah, every time it comes around, it's going to be real low over here and then just super high over there. So if you built a wheel with short spokes on this side, long spokes on this side, the hub's going to be closer here. So every time it comes around, it's going to be real low right there, and then take the halfway point, it's going to jump up real high. Yeah, that's why when you build wheels, make sure all your spokes are the same length, right? But even when you put them in, you might tension them differently, and that's going to, you know, your rim's probably not circular, but your hub potentially might be off center. So that's the crazy thing, you know what I mean? So yes, your hub might be up high, like these might be too short from here to here. That means your hub would be higher, and then you have a long distance down here. So the rim is right there, but when this part comes around, whoa, the rim's up there. So I'm just glad I spent 2 seconds to even understanding how you get like hops up and down, and like why you would get hops up and down. But this one, I don't know. We're talking pretty small, insignificant, and but yeah, I ain't gonna worry about it. We're gonna use this time to ooh, shoot, the back of my knee. Dang it. Let's do a little stretching. Man, this a lot of pain, a lot of arthritis, a lot of pain. So we're gonna do the best we can though. You know, it's hard to stay limber. Yep, that's no good. Okay, so what else? I think we're just gonna take it for a test ride. I think we're good to go. Yeah, the wheels feel decent. I think I pumped them up. I put I don't have a cap for that. But yeah, let's go do it. Let's give this a test ride. Check the suspension. Hopefully a test ride will do good on my leg. Okay, here we go. But yeah, this bike's probably done. Oh, I gotta be careful with this low seat though. All right, shifting feels good. Oh yeah, brakes feel excellent. You know, and even just a couple drops of brake fluid in there. You know what I mean? I bet you it's just real good. You know what I mean? But yeah, your brakes just feel amazing. All right, we're gonna shift it up, go a little faster, shift it into higher gear. Okay, now we're gonna pop that middle chain ring into number 2. Wow, it just goes in, drops back down, goes in, and drops back down. Doesn't come off, so that's good. Hell yeah. All right, let's see if, all right, we'll be in that second chain ring. We're doing the rear derailleur, shifting around. Feels pretty good. Yeah, it's dropping down okay. All right, shifting this third gear, hell yeah. Going fast, throwing on the brakes. Pump them, hell yeah. All right, getting that big chain ring. All right, hell yes, this thing's good to go. Make sure it's in a decent gear. And I think we did all the things. You know what I mean? I swear we took off the pedals and put them back on. That's usually what we do, but I might double check that. Because that is a pet peeve when the pedals aren't, you know, don't have grease, and then you can never upgrade. You know what I mean? That'd be the worst thing ever when you can't even get your pedals off. So we're just gonna double check that, and this thing's done. Because yeah, it's been so long since I got back to this bike, I don't even know what I've done on it. All right, so this is the right side, so we're going lefty-loosey. Hell yes, that feels good. So since it comes off real, you know, pretty decent. So this one's righty-loosey, okay? And I'm just gonna check. Do I got some grease on there? I don't think so. Damn. Okay. Nope. So let's put some grease on here. Whoops. Yeah, I'm glad I double checked this. All right, Greasola. Now that's gonna be. Yeah, I just bought this new grease. All right, we need to make a little cut. Get some wire cutters. Hell yeah. I don't know, hopefully that was just like the perfect cut. Just makes our greasing days just so much easier. All right, so these I did not get this, but now I did. All right, so we're gonna go lefty tighty on this side. And keeping it square is hard. Okay, yeah, you feel it. There you go. Okay, so that side's in. All right, yeah, this is oh my God, I think I cut myself on that sprocket. That sucked. It's all right. Okay, how do I get these off? This way. Gotta see if I have a pinky, man. I think I cut myself. We'll see. We'll see in a second. All right, hell yeah. Whoa. All right, just nice and now we got some grease on there. You know, we can get them snug, and feel like we're not gonna damage anything. Man, I don't know why that's having so much problems. What up? Whoa, that's so interesting. I can't. What's happening there? Don't know. Okay, we got that. Perfect. So, I think I got it. Shoot. What the heck? Okay, got it. All right. So, holy Toledo. I mean, that was crazy losing that screw. That's life though. And I'm glad it was a litmus test for just cleaning this garage. Hopefully I'm still recording. Hell yeah. But yeah, this bike's done. Man, it was good though. I mean, I did the derailleur front and rear. It's got disc brakes because that's where I was on it, and they're hydraulic lines. We filled them up a little bit. The brakes aren't squeaking. They're plenty strong. I'm not taking any alcohol to those. Well, I could, but I think we're good. I think everything's clean. I probably already did that anyway. But anyway, something here. Yeah, so that thing, we could get some WD-40 in. Shoot. All right, I'm gonna throw a new battery and we're gonna shoot some WD-40. We're gonna try to fix that. Yeah, that ain't cool. All right, catch you on the flip side. All right, there's always one more thing. So we're gonna make sure we can get this squeak you taken care of. Let's do it. All right, so I'm just gonna get this chain into the lowest gear. Hell yeah. And let's see, could my niece undo this? Probably not. Be like, shoot, go grab a stick. Okay, get some leverage on that. All right, pop it out. Don't hit that disc brake. Oh, that's why the tennis ball was. Yeah, you put a tennis ball here and then you don't push on that brake. You know what I mean? Get it all stuck. But we already checked the pad life, so that's good. And man, how are these? But yeah, that could be. I don't like to put oil on stuff, you know, but oh yeah. This might be the perfect place to put a little chain oil. You know what I mean? Can you even just squeeze it in there? Hell yeah. Yep, squeezed it in there. And then chain it in a circle. Sweet. So that's a real good spot for chain oil. What do we got here? That feels pretty good. But we're saying it's not. Man, this is deadly because you know what I mean, if we throw some WD-40 and let's go outside. But maybe this wasn't the squeak. Maybe we just took care of the squeak just a second ago. But we're gonna try to just squeeze just a little bit of WD-40. There you go. Get a little in there, and then spin that puppy. And I forget if we already took this off and already did this step. But that's it, just one little squirt. And I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna leave that out here. And we didn't get anywhere near the disc brake, so we're just gonna be done. So yeah, that's just a 2-minute fix. And it's always good to do the 2-minute fix because, you know, you might be fixing something that don't need to be fixed. Whoa, see that's all messed up. So we gotta get that. Hopefully this wasn't me. No, that's right. What am I thinking? Oh, okay, I guess so. Yeah, the spring. I mean, for whatever reason, I was like, oh, it's got to go the other way. So we're just gonna get there in there, just finger tight, just like this. Maybe now just a couple more. Okay, perfect. Get her on the ground. Flatten her out. All right, might be a little tight. Man, it's real tight, but I guess I don't want that wheel coming off. I don't know. Okay, how are we? Did we get some friction in there? I swear it was probably these pulleys. I don't know. So I'm even gonna come in here and just squeeze a little more juice just on both those pulleys. Ah man, I can't even reach that one. Now I got juice everywhere. So gotta clean that up. But yeah, where's my rags? So yeah, we'll throw this one on the ground. It's not the way to do it with back pain, but yeah, we're gonna oil this chain. It's brand new, but yeah, it definitely needs to get some oil on it, or just some. I guess they call it wax, chain oil wax, whatever. Yeah, because just these chains, they get so, just from the factory, that grease is so thick. All right, good enough. Wiped it down. And what's going on here? I swear, like the bike's like in. I don't get it. Is this thing just at a funny angle? Yeah, that's interesting. Almost need little screws that you can turn and it'll just kind of level it out or something. But okay, now this tire has definitely seen better days. It's a 26. I don't know if I have any extra 26s, but I'll tell my brother. It's like, yep, this tire's just gonna die this year. But you know, it's still got some decent tread, and this one's good to go, sure enough. Okay, so we'll click it through the gears one more time. Get her up into that one. All right, so, and I'm sure I tightened that. I don't know. If I didn't, whatever. That seat's on there, not going nowhere. Okay. Wow, that was interesting. Nothing like losing a screw on a bike and then just giving up bike tuning for like a month because you're just like, oh, hell no. But no, I'm back at it. I was dealing with some pain too this last few weeks, so yeah, it's just been, yeah, but hell yeah. So getting back at it, maybe tune some more bikes, and this was a good one. This was a good one. And guess what? That's a video.